Hello and welcome back to another episode of Average Guy's Garage. This will be video number 4 for the teardown. We're going to take the fenders off, and from what I understand there is 3 bolts with 3 posi drive screws that are on this lower part here, but I believe that they are too rusted to even deal with, so I'm just going to grind those off. I also have the front valance to deal with. I haven't been able to get those off yet, so I'm going to grind those off, get the valance off. Then we have this set of screws right here, and then up under the dash here there's 3 more bolts to get to, so we'll get those off and get that out. I'm still trying to get this last 2 off here. These 2 came off okay, and this one here wants to be a little trouble. I may have to grind that one just a little bit more. Alright, there we go. So these four have attached to the fender. Okay, so now we have the 3 bolts off that are inside. There's the second one. Third one is up there. And here's what they look like in order of removal. This was the lower one. A little rusty. The second one. And now I'm getting a little raindrops out here. And then the one toward the top. Alright, so all the bolts are out on the inner well, and now it looks like to get to the 3 or 4 bolts that hold it in here. I see one right here, but I've got to get this panel out here. There's just some screws here and then some in the back. I'll take this panel off and see if the other screws are behind it. It's just a matter of unscrewing these. Of course, all this interior is going to be renewed when we buy a new interior for it. Alright, I'm going to go down inside now. I'll take another video when I get this out. Alright, now it looks like there's one bolt there, one bolt there, and one bolt back there. There's 3. And then there's these bolts here, but I'm not sure if these bolts actually go to the... I think it's just this one. I think it's just this bolt here and here, and then that one back there. So let's see if I get those off. So these are the last 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 bolts to come out. Should be able to lift the fender off. I had read a couple of people's instructions saying if it doesn't come right off, then you still have a bolt that you haven't taken off. It shouldn't be hard to come off. Alright, I think everything is off now that it's holding it on. This seam right here, I'm not sure if it's part of the... This must be part of the fender here. So I'm going to scrape on this side of it. Hey, look at it. I know. It's not going to work. Voila. 7/16. I actually had that wrench. Yeah. I don't know where I got it, but I got it. Alright, there's one there. There's one up here. Okay. Alright, now it just takes time to take them off. And the final 4 bolts now. There's 4 bolts in here, one here, 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 and straight up in a row. We get these final 4 bolts off. It should lift right off. Alright, now we finally removed all the bolts, we're pretty sure. Inside the cabin there was 7. There's 4 up in a vertical and then 3 that hold this on right here. And we're supposed to hold on to these spacers as well. Alright, so there was 7 inside. 3 under the wheel well. 3 down on the, I don't know, 3 screws. 9 here on the engine bay. 2 behind the grill. So it should come off now. Yeah, and it comes right off. So they were exactly right. They said when it's ready to come off, it'll just lift right off. Okay, so we can see our rust damage down here. Gonna have to get fixed. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Little places we need to patch up. Show back over here. And there's what it looks like. You can see the rust here just falling off. Have to get patched. So down there underneath this is giving us more insight into the amount of work we're going to have to do. So that is one fender off. Now that we know where all the bolts are, second one ought to come off a lot faster. Alright, we've been working for about 2 hours on the left side, getting the fender ready to come off. So we've taken the 2 bolts out here from the grill area. Then we used a grinder, got the rest of the valance off. Grinded these on the bottom of the panel here down, and those were different on the right side. They were Phillips type screws, and here they were hex with a slot. So I think this panel might have been replaced before. And then inside, took the 3 screws off of there inside, and then 4 down the wall there. So there's 7 inside. And then took all the ones out of the track here. What we did different on this time is we did not take off these 3 inside, because I noticed last time they just took that, they came off with that panel, and there's a little piece of rubber here that sits against the fender. So we're going to try to take this off now, see how it goes, and have the antenna to deal with when we take it off as well. So we'll be back in a second with it off. So now we have it tucked away in the garage again. Left fender off, right fender off. So we're going to tackle probably cleaning out the engine compartment next time. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching.